Testing. Good. Good. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. All right. Today, well, let's back this bad boy up and go a wee bit higher, huh? Yeah. Hey everyone, whoever might be watching. It looks like we already got some people watching. This is more of just an it's been a busy week and I wanted to get some stuff out of the way that I won't necessarily record video on, or try and prioritize what I want to record. So I guess I wanted to just talk some stuff. So this is I just got slammed with boxes for the past like 2 weeks. And I've been busy with work and the extra live stream, which if you can see in the message, if you want some cool Transformers stuff, all you got to do is donate $5 to my raffle. But here I've got kind of everything that I thought that I was going to maybe talk about, which I left my knife and scissors over there, so we'll get to the box last. First things first, let's talk not toys. Oh, can someone in the chat say whether or not they can hear me? So the first thing I wanted to talk is comics. Okay. So it's been almost a year now of the bold new era for Transformers IDW. I have read through the first 12 issues. I've kind of been following it bi-weekly. I don't always get down to my local comic shop to read it. Right then, I know I'm one issue behind right now. Issue 13 is coming out. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on what I thought of the first year. I am really pretty happy with how things have been turning out. At first, things started very slow. Like 6 comics in, I was a little worried about how the pacing was going, but what I was enjoying was kind of the glimpses that we got to look at the different parts of Cybertron. Seeing like how they interact with weird alien creatures that for some reason have access to the planet. Seeing the different parts, seeing how like Cyclonus fits in to Cybertronian life, how they repurpose different characters. All of that has been a lot of fun. So I've been happy with how things have gone so far. But what's got me really excited is, I don't want to spoil it, just in case you do want to read it in trade back. In issue 12, things are finally coming to a head. They've been, the past 11 issues have been a long, slow boil of tension. And issue 12 is where things start happening. And you might say, why did it take 12 issues to get to the part where things start happening? And from my perspective, the first 11 issues are like really just painstakingly setting the background and the world that these things are going to happen in. And I am loving what is happening in the comics right now, especially this issue 12. Things are being set in motion by the different factions. And, it's not spoilers, I think, to say that Megatron is having his machinations behind the scenes, but you also see that he is not fully in control of the different factions that are vying for Cybertron's future. It's really cool to see like what his intention and his original plan was, and then to see how things are falling apart. I really liked that a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm super excited to read issue 13. Okay, so that was comics. That's like all I had to say. I didn't think I wanted to make a whole video on it. I just wanted to get that off my chest. If you aren't reading the comics, I highly recommend. I know every couple weeks on Humble Bundle, or every couple months on Humble Bundle, all the IDW Transformers comics go on sale. So I'd recommend picking them up that way or picking up trades. They're doing something really neat and cool with the new world they're setting that's not really beholden to any of their previous mythology. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Yeah, and feel free, I guess, if you guys got any questions, to hit me up in the chat. The next thing I got is I finally got the Off-Road Patrol for Siege. So we've got Powertrain and High Jump here. I got their repaints in that 10 Micromaster pack. That's the first time I messed with these molds. But I'm just glad I got them because in card form I've been sitting with Tote and Mudslinger forever. I know these guys are getting cards in Siege 2, but I'm just glad that I finally got these guys in hand. I think I'm going to do a quick 5-minute video on them, which, you know, shouldn't take me any time. I'll probably release that not on a Saturday. Saturdays, I feel like, are for more substantial videos. Then the other one I wanted to talk about is this Kronar? Who I mean, unless Aragorn in there turns out amazing, Kromar is the best power dasher. This guy, the mold was already really awesome for 6-gun. These colors are terrific. The only complaint I have on Kromar is that 6-gun had his VTOLs painted in, and Kromar, for whatever reason, does not. That's a bummer. Other than that, like, this guy's amazing. Don't know that I'm going to do a full video on him, but I know I unboxed him and I showed him in robot mode. I just wanted to show how nice he does look in vehicle mode. I kind of wish his head filled out this gap a little more. There was a little more 3D presence, but other than that, super good toy. Those two are done. The next guy is going to get a full video, hopefully coming out this week. But here is Hotshot in alt mode, and man, oh man, is this a good deluxe. I am so glad I got this guy because I don't have Hound. I had no intention of getting Hound. I've got Classics Hound. But I'm going to do a full video on Hotshot and compare him, you know, to the Classics Hound mold. This is good. That Classics Hound mold is good. They're both good. They're just good. Yeah, he's hiding away in there. But I am really happy with this. Kind of wish he got a little more paint, but other than that, really, really good toy. Then we've got MMC's, I think this is called Erebus, but it's their Guzzler. This is IDW Guzzler. I know I also unboxed him off on camera, but he is also really great. And speaking of Guzzler, if you like this mold, which is a really nice, it's basically a deluxe. I know they're like mini bots, but he's essentially a deluxe. If you like that mold, then you can win the other version of him, their Brawn, in my raffle. So if you want to donate to my Extra Life raffle, you absolutely can. And you can win a little Guzzler, just like this. Well, a Brawn, just like this. Which is a cool little Cybertronian mode. You know what? Let's go ahead and transform him onto camera. It's not that hard. I'll probably end up doing a video on him also. I really like the way things tab in. It feels like it would be a looser mold than it actually is. But we basically can separate his thighs are pegged in right here. We can separate these out, bring these legs down and out of the way, flip out these shins. It's a quiet night, isn't it, guys? Flip this out. And yeah, the Brawn version of this toy I am absolutely giving away in my Extra Life raffle, which you can see the details below, as well as the link to donate. Flip this guy out. Then we can come in, collapse his cannon, fold away that part of his chest. His arms are tabbed in on the sides. We can just untab those, and that lets us rotate things forward. Pop his little noggin out. And he does have that adorable Guzzler head. This is my kind of minor complaint. This pops off really easily. I'm assuming that's like a design feature. They wanted you to be able to split Guzzler and Brawn in half for Wrecker's action. But it does make it very easy for it to come apart accidentally. And then this comes in. His chest needs to collapse. Almost. There we go. In like so. His arms. They have panels here that you untab, which is actually really hard for me to do. You gotta like really work to get your fingers in here. And with cut fingernails, let me grab a knife super quick. Okay. So, and it's kind of the same thing on Brawn. You got to just be careful here. But that tabs in super tight. Once one side is off, you get enough wiggle to get the other side off. You know what? We're just going to pry that apart. There we go. You can accordion out his side of his bicep, fold out his hand from his forearm, collapse things back down, and close things up. And bring that bicep out. And same thing on the other side. We're just going to save ourselves a little time over here. I'm really impressed by the clearance that makes that, like, that slides in so tight. There we go. Flip the wheel back in. Close things up. And yeah, Guzzler just looks awesome. Love the style. Really happy that MMC is doing more IDW stuff. I kind of wish that his chest had locking points. It's nice for articulation, but I wish it had definite locking points to just keep his silhouette the way it should be. But Guzzler is an awesome little toy. And like I said, the Brawn version of this toy is in the raffle if you want it. And then back there we do have Nickel and the Spark Eater pet. Those guys will get a video too, probably after the Extra Life campaign. Okay, so let's go ahead. We've taken a look. I did a video on Siege Impactor, but what I did just receive, and the whole reason we're doing this live stream, is I wanted to go ahead and open this box. I'm going to do a full video on the 3 figures in the box, Mirage, Impactor, and Energon. But what I wanted to do before, what I wanted to make sure I did before the Extra Life raffle happened is I've got 2 Impactors here. You can see both of them. I wanted to let you know which one will be in the raffle for you to claim as a prize. So we're going to go ahead and open this box. I also have coming to me Siege Jetfire, which I'm super excited about. I got one at a very good price. Oh, interesting. So that means I gotta... Actually, that's not interesting. That's annoying. If I open a box on one side, don't design a box like this so I have to open both sides to get... That just seems unnecessary. So let's take a look. What do I like here? I like that Aragorn is already treated like just a set of upgrades. I'm curious about this Mirage mold. I haven't played with a Mirage mold. I'll have to do a comparison of this to my Classics Mirage. That's the Mirage that I like, but this one seems interesting, and it's got his hologram color scheme. Let's go ahead and open Impactor here. gonna snip where we can. Oh, he is like attached to Aragorn's bits. Oh, that's kind of interesting. They pack them in a way to show off the play pattern. So here are his weapons. Let's go ahead and get those bits of Energon off him. All right, so holding them up against each other. Let's flip. There we go. All right, so on the left we have the mass retail Autobot Impactor, and on the right we have Decepticon Impactor. The biggest thing I see is the head sculpts. Decepticon Impactor does have additional paint. He's got the cool mining stripes to make him hang out with Megatron. But that head sculpt, right? Like, look at all that glory. That is pretty brilliant. I love the extended head fin. I love the round IDW style head and helmet. Nothing wrong with this guy, but in terms of the impactor that I want in my collection, I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, Thomas, it's really good. That makes me super happy. So this is the guy that's going to stay in my collection, and I'll do a video with a proper comparison and everything, but I wanted to let people know that in the Extra Life raffle, this guy will be a prize also. So if you don't want to pay retail for an impactor, it's a great toy. I've done a video if you want to check that out. But you can pay $5 and get this guy. So far, I have around 70 entries into my Transformers TCG raffle, but only 3 entries into my toy raffle. I'm giving, if you look at the description, I'm giving 21 prizes away, all sorts of toys. So if you sign up right now, you are absolutely guaranteed to get one. It seems like people are more interested in the trading card game stuff than the toys. I'll keep that in mind as I fundraise when I do this again next year. But if I can get you to donate $5, you can win stuff like Impactor or stuff like the IDW style Brawn or Masterpiece figures. I've got Masterpiece Wheeljack, all sorts of stuff in the description. Yeah, Hollow Mirage. Thomas, Hollow Mirage. I've never owned a Hollow Mirage before. I think there was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was there a. Oh, no, I'm just making a mess. As usual. Impactor deserves not to be stuck down there. The Classics Hollow Mirage, it was like all transparent, wasn't it? This guy's interesting that he has that Energon blue, which I'm kind of curious why they did that. Oh, yeah, we're going to leave him. Energon will get his time in the sun later. So I've never messed with this mold, but it is interesting. I like that we've got... At first I thought that 26 was molded in. I wonder if you can make that out on camera. But he does have 26 on his chest, faintly tampoed on. Yeah, I wish that these blue pieces were clear. Looking at them, like, it would have been cool if it was completely translucent, and then it looks like, parts of the hologram are showing up, and then parts of it are just not present. I've got the Classics Mirage, so if I was going to check out this mold, it would have been something unique like this. I'm kind of curious because these are his... Okay, so he's got to like flip. Okay, we're figuring this out on the fly. I obviously haven't looked at the instructions. I don't have Siege Mirage yet. Well, I didn't have Siege Mirage until now. I think that I messed up on this leg already. I want to fold that in. Get that out of the way. Oh, I didn't even realize. So his chest is entirely a fake front. Yeah, Thomas, I didn't realize that chest was fake. Classics Mirage has a fake chest piece, but because of it, he's able to get that, like, sleek and svelte look. This is interesting. Let's take his holographic guns off. We're almost there, I think. What do I need to do? Fold up his wrist. Fold up his wrist. Fold in. Put those together. Oh, hey, we kind of figured it out, didn't we? Yeah, Thomas, the classics mold is great, and that is one that I think the something I'm doing wrong here. Let's fold things this way. There we go. The classics mold is another one that I'm giving away in the raffle if anyone doesn't have it. Okay. Okay. I don't love this. If this is your Mirage, like if this or the Siege other version is your Mirage, I want to give you the Classics mold instead. It's a much better toy. Hey, Skybite. Like I said, I am giving away the Classics toy in my raffle. That is a much better Mirage than this Mirage. I highly, highly recommend it. But yeah, so that was interesting. It's not like the most unintuitive transformation. We figured it out without having to look at the instructions. It just doesn't feel great. Things aren't really locking in the way I want them to. I feel like somewhere I'm missing a step because this needs to lock in. And that doesn't feel super locked in. Give him his guns. There we go. So yeah, this actually, I don't know how long this took. This wasn't that bad. It was pretty fast. So I think I've got talking through this helped. Talked about the comic stuff so I can just put that back in my drawer. Gonna do a super quick video on these guys in the future. I'll do a video on him. That'll be like a quick 5-minute video because I don't need to show that transformation again. Hot Shot's awesome. Gonna do a video. Guzzler's awesome. Gonna do a video. Box set video. I think that's what's gonna come out this Saturday. Is taking a look at the full box set. I'll do Impactor. I'll do Mirage. I'll do Aragorn, which I think Hasbro agrees with me. The Power Dashers are less important as characters as they are upgrade pieces. Skybite, Impactor is awesome. If I would easily say even the retail version, pick him up at retail. That's fine, $20. This is a good $20 toy. If you don't want to spend $20 though, like I said, my Extra Life campaign, you can see the details in the description below. This guy is going in the prize pile, along with like Armada Unicron, Masterpiece Toys, Studio Series Optimus, if anyone still needs one of those. Got lots of prizes. Jonathan, I don't think I have ordered them. Are they available for pre-order on like Pulse or somewhere? I'm not sure. But I definitely want those. The combining Micromasters excite me the most. I hope we get more of those in Earthrise. Those look awesome. All right. So this was pretty ad hoc, but it helped me get through some of my backlog that's just been kind of stressing me out and cluttering stuff. If you guys want to see the prize pile, we're going to go ahead and move this camera over. Look at all that. So, like, that's my trading cards. These are all spare boxes over here. That's all spare boxes for me to ship stuff out. Over there is the TCG prizes, and over there is the toy prizes. All that is prizes. So, like I said, we can raise some money for children's hospitals, specifically Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and you guys can win some prizes. I think that is all I got for today. Oh, Skybite, don't worry. If you can't donate, it's okay. But that's it. Yeah, Jonathan, I haven't seen the, what's it called? Oil Slick? Is its name Oil Slick or Oil something? I haven't seen that weapon mode. I'm hoping if the combined mode looks as good as it does, the weapon mode still looks good, but it would be a shame if it can combine in vehicle mode and look really good, but can't look good in weapon mode. The only Micromaster weapon mode I've really liked has been the planes, like that sword mode. I don't even know what these guys do. So I know that let's get, all right, I gotta get clearance to flip these out. So clearly that's some barrels that you can put effect pieces on, and here is a handle. I'm assuming that just stays like that. And then this guy, I know his legs can fold out, but on him there's nothing. Does high jump have a place to put effect pieces? I kind of assumed that there would be pegs or holes here to put effect pieces in. Otherwise, we just end up with this, and this looks pretty terrible. Like, that's just dumb. I'm sure I'm not doing that right. Skybite, no, I use OBS. Well, is OBS Streamlabs? I think OBS is different. But I use OBS to stream. And they let me kind of do all the stuff I want to do in terms of recording and streaming. Since we don't do a ton of editing, I'm not, you know, an expert at any of that stuff. But it handles everything I want it to do. And it's free. That's nice. I don't know if Streamlabs is free, but... All right, guys. I'm calling this one done. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for letting me get all this off my chest and off my backlog. And I'll catch you guys next time. See y'all.